Star Wars Funko Friday. Now, Star Wars won the poll with 61% of the vote, which is not as much as the Suicide Squad poll from last week, but that's still pretty decisive. So I've got all of the Star Wars Funko Pops I've collected so far, and we've got a few new ones to take a look at. But before I get into those, don't forget to go up here and vote for next week's Funko Friday theme. And the choices for next week are Batman, Marvel, Harry Potter, or Disney villains. So go and click the poll and vote for which Funko Friday theme you'd like to see next week. So let's get into some Star Wars Funko Pops. Now, I got a bunch of them when Star Wars The Force Awakens opened, and they are some pretty cool pops. And in the back there, we're going to take a look at two old school ones, some of the classics, which I love the most, and a couple of the new ones from The Force Awakens. So let's take a brief look at all the pops that I've collected so far, and then we'll open up the new ones. So one of my favorites, of course, is BB-8. He is just so awesome and such a cool character in the movies. And all of these Star Wars pops have these cool stands, which I really like. And of course, they're all bobbleheads because they're all Disney, which I'm not a huge fan of still, but hey, whatever. They're still pretty cool. So BB-8 is an awesome one. Now this one I got at Hot Topic. It was a Hot Topic exclusive, and it's pretty awesome. It's a chrome Darth Vader, which I think is just totally awesome. And it's the only Darth Vader pop I have, and it's really cool. I love that chrome finish. And of course, we've got Kylo Ren, and he was the bad guy, and we learned a lot about Kylo Ren in The Force Awakens. And he is a pretty cool pop, very scary. And of course, we got a couple stormtroopers back here. You gotta have some stormtroopers. This is just a regular old stormtrooper, and this is one of the snow troopers, which is really cool. And of course, we've got our good guys. We've got Rey, who is an awesome character, and this is one of the Hot Topic exclusive ones where Rey has her goggles on, which I think is really awesome. I love those goggles up there. And we've got Poe Dameron, who is an awesome one. I love this pop, and his helmet is so cool. I just love all the detail on it and all in his suit. This is one of my favorite pops, I think, because it's just so awesome and so detailed and very well done. The paint looks really cool on it. And we've got another bad guy, of course, Captain Phasma, who is super cool looking. I love this pop, but I was a little disappointed in her character in the movie. I thought she was gonna be more of a main character, but she wasn't. But that's okay. Her pop is still awesome. So let's set her back down there. And of course, one of my all-time favorites is C-3PO, and this is C-3PO from The Force Awakens with his red arm. And I love the way they did this kind of muted gold on him. It's not super shiny. He's kind of a matte gold, which I think is really cool because it kind of looks like he's old, which he is. He's an old dude. But I love this pop. I think this is a really, really cool one, and they did an awesome job with him. And of course, we took a look at Chewie, who is awesome. I love the way they did Chewbacca. He looks so cool, and they did such a great job with his hair. I just love that. And he's got his satchel and his awesome crossbow. So he is a super cool pop. I think this might be one of my top 3 favorites of these new pops. So let's put Chewie back. So those are all pretty awesome, but let's take a look at some new pops. Now, I found this one at Hot Topic, and it is a super cool one. It's Kylo Ren unmasked, and he's like doing some awesome Force stuff with his hand, and he's got his lightsaber. This pop is awesome. I love the artwork on the side. And here is a look at this series, and there are a lot of cool ones in here. There's Rey, who I couldn't find with her lightsaber. This is the Kylo Ren we're going to look at, who's awesome. Luke is in here, the old Luke. General Leia looks pretty cool. Here is that crazy stormtrooper with that weird old baton thingy. Snap Wexley? What? Who is he? I don't even know. I can't remember him. General Hux, Mox Kanata, and then these two dudes who I think were those mercenary guys. But anyway, let's take a look at Kylo Ren. This is such a cool pop. Oh my gosh, I love him. Look at his awesome pose. That is pretty unusual for the Funko Pops. They're usually pretty static in their poses, but this one is so cool. I love his robes blowing in the wind, and they've got holes in them and all the detail. Isn't that awesome? I love that. All those little holes in there and the tears and rips and all that detail in his outfit. Oh, what a cool one. And his lightsaber is a little bendy. The wind's kind of blowing that too, but that's kind of funny. I'll have to straighten that out. But he looks awesome, and he looks very much like Kylo Ren from the movie. His hair is really cool. Check that out. And take a look at this base they put him on. Isn't that cool? Now this took place, like the scene he's in, took place on that crazy like snow planet with the huge like Death Star gun. So that is really cool. I love that they changed up the bases. What an awesome pop. That one is so cool. So I love that one. And I'm going to have to find the Rey version of that too, because that one is super cool. Okay, so let's take a look at an old school one. And I had to have Yoda. Check him out. He is Dagobah Yoda from Empire Strikes Back. And what an awesome pop. And this is the first Yoda pop I've ever opened. And check out the side of the box. He looks awesome. What a cool character Yoda was. Still one of my favorites. And because he's so unexpected, right? You never thought, oh, I'm going to go see a Jedi Master, and he's a little green dude. That is so cool. But this is an awesome series. There's Luke in like the ceremony where he won the medal, and Han in the ceremony where they won the medals for destroying the Death Star, the first Death Star. And then there's a couple more Lukes in here. The Bespin Luke from Empire Strikes Back. And here's another Bespin Luke where he got his hand chopped off by Darth Vader. That's a crazy one. And then here's an AT-AT driver at the beginning of Empire Strikes Back. Reese, I don't even remember him really. And a couple of these dudes, like from the old, from the first 3 movies, which I'm not a huge fan of. The Blue Senate Guard, and these 2 Jedi Knights, Kit Fisto and Plo Koon. And they were in, I think, the second of the first 3 movies. I don't even know. Those were not good. I'm trying to block them out of my memory. But anyway, let's take a look at Yoda. I love him. He looks awesome. He's got his little staff, and he's got the regular black base, and he's got his little hair. Oh, he looks so cool. Oh, that is such an awesome pop. He could be maybe a little bit more wrinkly, but again, this is like a Funko Pop, so it's kind of an idealized version, and they've got their Funko Pop look to them. But I love this one. I like his little feet and all the little details in his hands and his robe. That is so cool. Whoa. Yoda in the house. That is awesome. Wow, what an awesome pop. So I'm super happy I could find Yoda. So let's take a look at another pop from The Force Awakens. And this one is General Leia. I don't have any Princess Leia ones, but I thought General Leia is a pretty good one to start with, because she looks all awesome in her super cool uniform and ready to command stuff. So that is a pretty cool one. And here's a look at the same series we just looked at. And there's General Leia. And there's the Rey I really want to find. So I'll keep my eyes open for her. But let's take a look at the General. So General Leia is looking pretty cool. I really like how they did her hair. It kind of looks like the hair they had her in Return of the Jedi, which is kind of cool at the end. And she's got her uniform on and her cool ring and all kinds of cool details, and she's ready to command some dudes to go kick some butt. That is awesome. And she's got her regular black base on, which is cool. I thought this was just a really cool pop. So I thought, you know, I don't have any Princess Leia ones, so let's get this one, which I think is pretty cool. And I'm still looking for a Han Solo. He's kind of tough to find because, well, Han is awesome. So we got Leia, and Leia is pretty cool. Now for our last Funko Pop of the day. And this is another classic one. And no Star Wars collection could be complete without Luke Skywalker. And this is the Bespin Luke with his lightsaber. And this one is really cool. I love this movie. And this is such a cool, all these scenes in the movie were so awesome. But here again is the same collection. But let's take a look at Luke. Check him out. He looks so cool. I love his lightsaber, the blue lightsaber, his father's lightsaber, which is Darth Vader. And he's got his awesome like light suit on, and he was wearing this in Dagobah. He's got this cool belt, and he's got a blaster because he still wore a blaster in Empire Strikes Back. And he's got his cool hairdo, which is like that totally 80s hairdo. But Luke is awesome. One of my favorite all-time characters from any movie. I just love Luke. And he's such a cool character. Such a awesome story, of course. Star Wars. And the first Star Wars are still my favorite. The first Star Wars, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. All totally awesome. I like them better than those first three movies, which I don't like at all. And I even like them better than The Force Awakens, although The Force Awakens was pretty awesome. So this is one pop that means a lot to me, very sentimental, and I think it looks totally awesome. So I'm going to keep my eyes open for some more Star Wars pops in the future. I want to find some Han Solos, I want to find that Rey, and there's a bunch of other ones that I want to get. But for now, this is a pretty cool start. Well, that was a lot of Star Wars pops, and I really love the 4 we opened today. I think Kylo Ren, that one is so cool. I think that's my favorite, just because it's so unique with the pose and the cool base and all the detail in his outfit. I just love that pop. But I love Luke, I love General Leia, and of course, who doesn't love Yoda? That one is so awesome. So let me know which of these 4, or any of these Star Wars pops is your favorite. And don't forget to go and vote for next week's Funko Friday theme. Again, the choices are going to be Batman, Marvel, Harry Potter, or Disney villains. And if you haven't done so yet, why don't you go ahead and subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button right underneath this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.